Hi everyone. Thank you for coming to the live party. This is a recording, just because I've had some mishaps going on with Facebook in the past, so I like to make a recording just in case if I can't do a live video. But I really hope you appreciate the presentation of Norwex I'm going to be doing for you. I'm really excited about this product. This product is amazing. And please, after the video, feel free to comment below and I will be on Facebook to be able to answer any questions you may have. So please post as many questions as you want, like, okay, if I had a room or if I had this type of situation, how do I clean it? Things like that. So please feel free to post any questions. Okay, let's get going because I don't want to have you sit there and watch me forever. So a little bit of why I joined Norwex. I went to a Norwex party, and I'm not much one for parties and things like that. You know, normally they're really expensive. I don't want to buy anything. I just don't care for going. Well, I went to go to help support my aunt who was putting the party on. So I saw the product and I was amazed. I was like, wow, this is amazing to have a natural product where I'm not concerned about my kids getting into the chemicals, cleaning supplies. And it's just with water, and it really does go by cleaning so quickly. It's amazing. So anyway, I was pretty wowed. And then what really sold me was the body cloth. The body cloth really sold me. I was there at the party, and the lady that was doing it had said, whoever washes off their makeup off their face will be able to keep the cloth. Well, I raised my hand and said, I will do it. Because I was spending on average about $7 or so a month just on makeup removers. I had to have 2 makeup removers, not just 1, but 2, to be able to get all my makeup off completely every night. I was able to do it with hot water with the microfiber body cloth, and I was amazed. Everything came off. My mascara, eyeliner, everything came off. I was sold. And then, so for me, it was like, okay, I saw the protein test, which I will do to show you. And then the makeup came right off my face. I'm like, okay, this is actually doing something. So I wanted it all. So that's why I joined, because I wanted all the products, and also just to help other people too, that they don't have to be around harmful chemicals. So I went home and I looked up my trusty Clorox bottle. This is a bottle I use cleaning on everything. Bathtubs, I mean everything. Got sprayed with Clorox. And so I read on the back of the bottle, and it said, precaution. Hazardous to humans and domestic animals. Directions for use. Use only in well-ventilated areas. Before use, open windows and turn on fan. And it's like, okay, well, how is that going to work when it's winter outside? That doesn't work for me, especially when you have little kids running around. That does not work. And the fumes are really bad for your lungs anyway. There was an article that scientists have discovered that cleaning chemicals with the fumes in the air is the same thing as smoking 20 cigarettes a day. So, I mean, that's pretty bad. And then I also did my other research and saw that there's a link between cleaning chemicals to cancer, breast cancer, ADD, Alzheimer's, lupus. I mean, the list just went on and on. I was like, wow, all because of cleaning products. Well, 80,000 chemicals have been created since in the last 50 years. And only 200 of them have been tested for humans. So who knows what kind of crap is being put into our environment and our homes. Our homes are actually one of the most toxic places because of the cleaning supplies. And also they've done more studies where I believe it's like 50% women who stay at home die early because of cleaning supplies. So I don't know about you, but I prefer to clean my house with water. There's no cleaning supplies. Water is safe for me and my family. I don't have to be concerned about kids getting into stuff or anything like that. So the reason why this microfiber is different than your any other kind of microfiber that you can get at the store is for a couple of reasons. The microfiber you get at the store, if you took one strand of hair and you cut it 6 ways, that's the size of the microfiber at the store. The Norwex microfiber, you take one strand of hair and you cut it 200 ways. And it's all, so that's how fine, how small the microfiber is in one of these cloths. And actually in one cloth, the fiber, if you took it all apart, can go from Canada all the way to the Gulf of Mexico. It can go a long way. So that just shows you the density, how much this cloth can really hold because of how many fibers are in this cloth. And then it's also got back lock. So I don't know if you can tell, but and I know it's backwards. But on all our cloths, we have where it says Norwex, and this is our Enviro, which is E for everything. That means you can go from your kitchen sink to your toilet with just one washcloth, which is pretty cool. So it's got back lock on it. So you get it wet, and then you fold it in half, and then half again. So then that way you've got 8 sides that you can use. So you can clean one side, flip it over, and then you've got another side to clean. And then you can just, keep on going with that same system. So it really makes it where you've got like 8 cloths in one, pretty much. So the back lock means that there's microsilver in the cloth, in the fibers. And so when you're done cleaning, you just rinse it with warm water, and then you hang it up to dry, okay? And so when it's drying, the microsilver goes to work, and it kind of eats up the bacteria. It gets rid of the bacteria. And silver has been around for a long time. It's been a lot of bandages in the medical field dealing with burns. It helps with that. Even the bubonic plague, the wealthy people had silver pitchers and silver plates and silverware, and they did not die off in the bubonic plague because of the silver. And also the babies had silver rattles, and so they were chewing on that, and the silver helped come against the bacteria of the bubonic plague, and so a lot of them stayed alive because of the silver. So microsilver is nothing new. It's they just incorporate it into the microfiber to help where we can keep our cloths working, longer, where we don't have to wash them as much because the bacteria is being eaten away. Where, you can use a cloth for about a week. I mean, it just depends on how heavy use the cloth is going through. I just heard the other day that somebody had one environmental cloth for 21 years. So if you take care of these cloths, they will last a very long time. Okay, so that's a little bit history dealing with chemicals and with Norwex with their cloths. Norwex's mission is really just to help people create their own safe havens in their homes away from chemicals, to make a better place for them, for you and your family. That's really the whole mission of Norwex. And also to help our environment, because 95% of our plastic is not being recycled. It's being tossed away some wayside in the ocean. And people are saying that they're suspecting in about 30 years we're going to have more plastic than there is fish, which is pretty sad. And so it's really starting to become somewhat of a problem right now. People are becoming more aware of it, dealing with the plastic situation. So it helps because you're not having to buy so many chemicals, and you're not having to throw away all those plastic bottles into the wayside, into the ocean, and you're not wasting your money with buying Norwex. An average family will spend $600 to $800 a year just on cleaning supplies. And with Norwex, you just buy the cloth, and it will last you, an environmental cloth will last about 9 years if it's washed and taken care of correctly. And you really only have to wash it, like I said, about once a week. You just throw it in the washing machine and you dry it. So it's really easy, low maintenance, And this will replace a lot of your cleaners in your whole house with just the one cloth, because it kills 99% of bacteria off of all the surface. And I want to show you how that happens right now. So I have my plate, okay, and then I have some raw chicken. Now the reason why I chose raw chicken is because of the proteins. And the proteins dealing with the raw chicken is smaller than the flu virus bacteria. And so if it's picking up a smaller particle than that, it's going to pick up all kinds of other bacteria off of the surface. Okay, so I have my lovely raw chicken, so bear with me here. I'm taking the raw chicken and I'm wiping it on the plate, okay, all over the place, okay, some lovely chicken, okay, and I have a wet environmental cloth. Just gonna kind of pull it up here. Okay, wiping my hands. It's pretty nasty. So, here's my plate that's all full of chicken juice and my environmental cloth. So I'm going to go through and just wipe the plate clean. Real easy. Okay. And I'm going to have that dirty side be sticking up because I want to show you that even though I wiped the chicken from that, and we all know how bad that is when you have chicken juice and everything, that all those proteins, particles are being stuck in the fibers, and that I could take that same side and go wash my kitchen counter and have no problem because it doesn't transfer any of the proteins or bacteria. Okay, here's a protein stick. I did not buy this from Norwex. So there's nothing real special or whatever. This is just a standard protein stick. A lot of your health food inspectors and restaurants and food areas and stuff will go through with this and check the counters or wherever to see if there's protein, because if there's protein, then that means there's bacteria, because bacteria eats off of protein. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through it. Down the bottom, if it's green, right now there's nothing on the bottom. If it's green, that means that there's no protein. It is completely clean. If it's gray down to purple, purple being really bad, that means there's lots of protein. Okay, so right now there's nothing on my swab. I'm going to take my plate that I just cleaned, and I'm going to swab it. Okay, and then I'm going to take the dirty side of the environmental cloth, and I'm also going to swab that. Okay, to show you that it doesn't transfer any bacteria. I put it down in the tube. I'm going to crack that liquid. Come on. It's not really wanting to work with me here. Okay, there we go. I don't know if you can see on the bottom, but it's already green. You see that? So it's green. That means it's clean. Okay? So I'm going to take the same swab, and I am going to touch the juice in the bowl with the chicken. Okay? And you're going to quickly see that it will turn purple, meaning that there is protein. So I can show you that this swab works. It's not, just going in the jar. And you already see on the tip it's starting to turn purple. I'm just going to shake it up a little bit. It usually takes about like 30 seconds or so. So you can see the bottom tip is already purple. It's starting to turn a little bit gray. I don't know if you can really see, but on the bottom, see how it's purple? So it's already starting to change somewhat of the liquid. So like I said, it usually takes like 30 seconds or so. So I'll show you this in a minute to show you what color it looks like. Okay. Fold my environmental cloth. So that is dealing with the chicken, okay? So that means it has picked up protein chicken, which we know we don't want to leave chicken out because it can be kind of nasty, right? Okay, so that's dealing with the environmental cloth, how it will pick up 99% of all bacteria off of the surface with just using water. And then, okay, well, we're already 15 minutes into it. So I'll move a little bit faster. Now that you got kind of the groundwork, I'm going to show you an example dealing with another one of our favorite products. It really goes hand in hand with our environmental cloth. It is our window cloth. This puppy will shine and streak free just about everything. So I am going to take butter, and we all know how greasy and nasty butter can be, right? So it can be difficult to even get off of your fingers, you know, any surface type of thing, right? So I'm going to take butter, okay, on this mirror, and I'm going to spread it. I got a lot on there. Okay, spread all around. See how greasy and pretty that is? Alright, I'm going to first take Windex. Make sure it's on. Because I just picked Windex as a common window cleaner. I'm spray it. I personally have never liked using Windex because I would always smear. So I'm having to work at it. You know, getting it somewhat clean. But I have to spray it again. So I'm getting some of it off, right? I don't know about you, but this takes too long. So I'm going to show you how I can do it with Norwex. Okay. It's already kind of smeary on there from a previous party. So I'm going to take my butter. I can find my butter. Apologize. Like I said, it's a little difficult with being recorded. I'm going to take my butter and I'm going to smear it all over the place. Okay. You can see how smeary. I'll even add more to it. Okay. See that? Okay, I'm going to take my same environmental cloth that I cleaned the chicken. All I did was just flip the side. I want to go around and just wipe it all up. So the reason why the environmental and the window cloth really goes hand in hand is because the environmental cloth, the fibers will pick up all of the little particles, grease, everything. And then the window, you just dry it with it. And it makes everything all streak free, shiny. I don't know about you, but to me this is way faster than dealing with Windex. Okay. So that's just a quick example dealing with that. The window cloth, the polishing cloth, is really great for stainless steel appliances. I know when I would clean professionally and dealing with refrigerators, oh my gosh, they were a pain in the butt to clean. But with the window cloth, I mean, it's just a quick wipe and it's done. It's really amazing. Okay, our next one is going to be our dusting mitts. And dusting mitts, they are amazing. I have always really not cared for dusting, okay? But having two is phenomenal. So you just kind of mix it together to kind of get the static charge going, which then will pick up more dry particles off of the surface. And it's great because you can pick up anything and just go around and dust it, put it down, and keep going. You don't have to stop or anything. If they get dirty, you can just flip them around and keep going. This is really good for window screens, especially in the springtime. I don't know about you, but I don't like taking the screens off the window, going out, hosing them down, waiting for them to dry, and putting them back up just to clean them. All you have to do is just put this on, get it wet with water underneath the sink, open up the window, and you go through and you wipe it. And it cleans it. And you can also do the window seals with it. Everything. It picks it all up. It's quite amazing. I have personally noticed that with dusting, it goes so much quicker with this than my regular dusting. With a regular washcloth, all it does is the fibers are too big to pick up particles, so it just smears everything around. And then if you use like Pledge or other cleaners to spray, it will pick it up, but the dust will fall right back down and stick to it, which you end up collecting more dust. So with this, it really does pick it up. And I've realized that I really have to dust my house less than I did before. I really need to dust my house like every few days, but I really didn't like dusting, so it'd probably get done maybe once a week. I've noticed that I can go a week to week and a half with little dust showing anywhere. It's really nice. The only place that really gets dusty is my coffee table. And so that's when I can tell, oh, it's time to dust, because that's the most table that we really use for everything is my coffee table. But other than that, I really could push it out for like 2 weeks and everything else with dusting. So it's quite amazing. Definitely worth the penny. Okay, so I have explained to you, almost forgot. Here you go. It's dark purple. It just took a few seconds for it to settle in. But, yep, it's there. Lots of protein. Let's see, I'm trying to hurry up. So I already explained to you about the body cloth. It's amazing. It exfoliates the skin. You can actually shave with just using the body cloth. I will take the body mitt, which is the same type of thing with the body cloth, in the shower, and I will just go up on my legs, and then I'll just take the razor and shave away. And I've realized I actually have a closer shave with this than I have with using shaving cream. So it's quite amazing. And then, so I will just get this wet every night, really, really wet, because this can hold a lot of water. And then I will just hold it against my eyelashes, my eyes for about 10 seconds, and then just slowly wipe away all my makeup. So it is really great. Like I said, I was having to use 2 makeup removers, and now I'm just down to water and a washcloth. And on all of Norwex's stuff, they will say what they are. Like this one will say body, okay? The other one said enviro for environmental. So it makes it really nice. Okay, another wonderful favorite product of mine is the cleaning paste. Oh my gosh, this stuff is amazing, especially with ovens. I personally have not tried the oven cleaner, but I've been told the oven cleaner with Norwex is just phenomenal. I had, like on my oven door, inside glass, I had some hard little spots, like different juices and things that were splattered on there from cooking, and I could not get them off. No matter what I used, I could not get it off. I used this, and then I took my Sperry sponge. These two really go hand in hand, and it came right off. Just very easy. It came extremely off. I used this on the bottom of my oven. It comes right off. It's so much better than dealing with 3 hours of oven cleaning where you can't use it. It takes up the utility bill, everything like that. Really easy. And this stuff, it's, I don't know if you can really tell, it's chalky. And so you just get your environmental cloth wet, or your Sperry sponge wet, and you wipe on it, and it can go a long way. This is just a sample jar. The jar that you would buy is much bigger, and people say that it's lasted at least 2.5 years, a lot longer than that with some people. I've really been testing all this product because I really want to know, does it really work? I mean, yes, I saw the protein swab, so I know it's taking the bacteria off of the surface. Yes, it took my makeup off. But I'm just trying to test all the other products out really well. And so I've been using Clorox bleach on my bathtubs. And I used this on the environmental cloth, went and wiped it, just a couple wipes. Immediately I could see a big white spot, smear that was clean off of my bathtub. I was like, wow, I thought bleach was doing something, but this is a deeper cleaner than bleach. And I'm not having to use fumes or smell anything or anything like that. It's great. And it's only 3 products. It's marble flour, which what they do is they've taken marble, ground it up super fine like a flour, so that kind of helps give a little umph, to scratch things off. And it's coconut oil and natural soap. But this is great for even your glass stove tops. It does not scratch it. Even though there's marble flour on here, it's super fine. It's not going to scratch anything like that. So it is great. It really is. Okay, so that really is probably my favorite thing to use is the cleaning paste with the Sperry sponge. And a Sperry sponge, there's 2 in a packet. And so a lot of people will suggest keep one in the kitchen, keep one in the bathroom. The biggest thing with this product is dealing probably mentally. It's like, really, I can use the same cloth I just used in the kitchen to go to my bathroom, or the opposite. And you really can, because no proteins, no bacteria is being transferred over or comes off of the cloth. But this sponge with the cleaning paste is really amazing. Okay, so I'm moving on. Norwex does have a couple other products, like they have their bath mitt. And the one side is rough, which is really great dealing with your tub walls or the shower walls to get all that soap scum, all that stuff off. The other side is super soft, microfiber, which is great for cleaning. We do have our fruit and veggie cloth. One side is super rough, the other side is really soft. The soft side is great for more of your softer foods like your plums or polishing up your apples. A lot of our foods are all sprayed with pesticides and different chemicals. And so with scrubbing it, it saves it where you can have the skin, like on the carrots, they're all full of dirt or whatever. Just scrub it and it will all come off, but you still have the vitamins and stuff in the skin of the carrot that you can keep to eat, okay? So this is really handy. Let's see. Now, to take care of our cloths, it's important to use soap that doesn't have any perfumes or fillers in it, because what all that does, like here is Tide, okay? Tide soap, just natural, just regular Tide detergent that I got from the store. So you can see it, you can't really see through it. I don't really know what chemicals are in here. But whatever is in the detergent is going onto your clothes, which then go onto your skin. And it only takes 26 seconds for a chemical that touches your skin to reach every organ of your body. So that's not good. With Norwex, this is super, it looks like water. Okay. All I did was put some in the jar with water and it immediately dissolved, and yeah. So the neat thing with their detergent is there's no phosphates. And I love it as a mom because I use it a lot with my son's cloth diapers, his stuffed animals, his clothes, and none of that chemicals is going into his body or onto him. I don't be concerned with him chewing on his toys or his bibs or anything. because I used with this stuff. There's no phosphates in here. It's all natural, great stuff. And this is also really handy too if you have a carpet stain. Just use a little bit of this with water and it takes the stain out. It really does. Now, in all of the bags, there will come a scoop. Okay, several other consultants have also suggested take the scoop and throw it away. All you really need is 1/2 to 1/4 teaspoon. Yes, not a tablespoon, but a teaspoon for a full load of laundry. So you can really test it out and just test it out maybe like with 1 teaspoon, okay? And then slowly go to a 1/2 teaspoon. And you can be able to tell how much you really need to use, for your load. But really, for a full load, you can do 1/4 teaspoon. It's quite amazing. So this will really go a long, long way, okay? Okay, some people have questions like, okay, how do I clean my toilet bowl? Good question. Blue Diamond, okay? Great product. It will last a super long time because you can dilute it, okay? This is what I do. I put a couple drops in, fill the rest with water, and I like it because I can just spray it inside my toilet bowl, my bathtub, sink, everything, okay? And I'm going to show you how well this works. So I'm just pouring a little bit into the lid, okay? Hopefully not knock it down. I'm taking a dirty penny. You can see the coloring of it. It's pretty blah, okay? I'm just dipping it in here. La, 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 la. Just dipping it. And already, you can see the difference. The dirty and the clean. While it's dripping with stuff. So I didn't even scrub it. I didn't wipe it. I didn't do anything. All I did was just dip it. And you can see how it's half. Okay? So that is how powerful and how quick this stuff will work. It is quite wonderful. So, and it's great too because there's no smell, and also with our laundry detergent, there's absolutely no smell. I know it's weird, but it's really actually kind of nice. Some people prefer to have a smell with their clothes. So what they suggest is take the dryer balls, which will actually make your drying go 20-30% quicker because the balls are able to fluff up the clothes, so there's more air getting through and drying the clothes, which then will save on your utility bill dealing with drying clothes. And when you got kids, especially little ones, you go through lots of loads of laundry. So with having your bill lower down with just having the dryer balls is really nice. I'm excited. Mine are on the way. But you can take essential oils and you can put some on the dryer ball and just throw them with your clothes, and then you've got somewhat of a smell that you may like with your clothes. You can also use essential oils on environmental cloths if you want to have a smell inside your house, with cleaning. Alrighty, I'm getting there. I'm almost done. Dishwashing soap. My husband absolutely loves the dishwashing soap. So I take a couple drops and I put it in here, which is water, and it's great because I spray my pots and pans with it, whatever, And when I'm cleaning something, it means like soap to clean your dishes, right? But when I was using the stuff I bought from the store, and I would dilute it, I would fill it about here with the soap, and then the rest of it with water. It wasn't so sudsy like this one. So I would only have so much, of the soap in here versus just taking the bottle of soap and just pouring it on the pan or in the water or whatever. And my husband, whenever he would spray, he would always cough because the smell would get to him and he hated it. So he fell in love with this, with the dishwashing soap, because he did not cough and there really wasn't a smell or anything, but you could tell that it was actually cleaning the dishes, which is nice. They say all you need is 2 to 3 drops and a big kitchen sink full of water. So this really can go a long way. A lot of the products can be diluted and they will last a long way. Stain remover. This thing has been a lifesaver with my son that's 4 months old right now. He, just kids, just being dirty, right? Blow up diapers, you get poop everywhere. This really is great because it takes out the stains. I just soak the stain with it and then toss it in the washing machine and it comes out. So I'm not having to use any chemicals on my kids' clothes or my clothes or whatever I'm getting the stain out. It works great. Some people will say they will use the stain remover and the laundry detergent together with some water to get some stains out. But I've been told you really can just use the laundry detergent with some water and get it out. Here's a funny story. One lady got her coat got sprayed with a skunk smell. She tried everything to get it clean. She could not get it clean. The only thing she had was the stain remover. She drenched the whole jacket with a stain remover and it came out clean. And then later on she found out that we actually have an odor eliminator that would have been able to take care of her jacket. But it just shows you that this product works with anything. Cleaning paste. I didn't tell you this. Cleaning paste will take off permanent marker off of just about everything, which is great. Because one time my daughter put permanent marker on on the wall of a house that we were renting. I was like, oh shoot, how am I going to get this out? Well, I took the cleaning paste and I tried it out, and immediately it came out with just water on the environmental cloth. It's great. Well, I think that's... I'm trying to look... Oh, I almost forgot. I'm surprised. I almost forgot about this thing. This is our mop. And this has been probably every customer's number one want item is the mop. And there are 3 ways you can get the mop. 1, you can just buy it. 2, you can host a party and have your shopping spree get the mop. 3, you can become a consultant like I did and get the mop for free. So, I mean, this mop is amazing. You can take the head off. It pops off right here. You can take it off. And then you can put the Enviro wand, which is great for dealing with so you can take the environmental, I apologize, something just fell. Take the environmental wand and put it on here, which is great because you can bend it any way you want, and which is really helpful when you're dealing with ceiling fans. I don't like doing ceiling fans because the dirt ends up flying in my face. Whereas the environmental wand, it stays onto the microfiber. So this is really handy for places you can't really reach. You can do your walls with it. You can do just about everything. This is really good if you have wood floors because you don't have to dry mop after you wash your floors, which is great. So with this you have, it's Velcro on the back, and it's a super soft microfiber. This is our dry mop, which goes a long way. On all of our cloths, they have a 2-year warranty on them, and so does this. This has a 2-year warranty on it also. But this will pick up any fine hair, especially with pet hair, off of the floor. Things that the vacuum won't pick up, or the broom, this will pick it up. It's great. So you just quickly do that with your floors, and then you just take this and you get the wet mop, get it wet, stick it on, and then you just go to town. And it immediately picks up everything, disinfects the floor. You don't have to be concerned about animals, babies crawling on the floor or anything because of the chemicals. It's all been disinfected, and it takes about like 20 or 30 seconds for the floor to dry. So you don't have to have all these blockades to keep people out of the room while you're mopping. So that comes in really handy. There's all kinds of other wonderful products on there. There's even stuff for pets. I know the pet mitt is really nice. It's kind of like the dusting mitt a little bit, but a little bit different. But you know how some animals don't like to be brushed to get all that excess hair off so it's not going all over the place in your house? Well, you just put this on your hand and you just go through and you pet them. And we all know animals love to be pet. So it will grab all that excess hair off without having to brush them. So it's pretty handy. So there's a pet mitt for that. And like I said, there's all kinds of other products that are just amazing on there. And 78% of all our products are underneath $30. So it's really affordable, especially when you break down and you know that an average family spends $600 to $800 a year. Well, this product, it lasts for years. So it's like a one-time purchase in, let's say, I don't know, 5 years or 9 years, or like that one lady, 21 years for the environmental cloth. So it's quite amazing. So what I would suggest to take care of your cloths, like I said, we can wash them like once a week. So I will do my deep cleaning about once a week, throw in my body cloths I've been using with my face, my body mitt that's in the shower. I'll just do everything all in one load with this stuff to help keep it where it will last longer, because there's no fillers in the detergent to plug up the fibers. And then you just throw it in the dryer. So, I mean, it's really easy, and it really does cut down cleaning time in your house. It would take me about an hour and a half to clean my house, and that's including vacuuming, and most of my house is dealing with carpet. And now my cleaning is about 45 minutes or so, which is a big deal when you got kids and working or doing errands and things like that, to have your house all deep cleaned in less than an hour. So it really does work. You save money, you save time, and it's healthy for you. So if you have any questions, please comment down below and I will be happy to help you.